Oh my gosh, leave it to me. Sorry, guys. There's a part 2. Oh, yep. I'm gonna wait for you guys to find me. My bad. Welcome back. Welcome back to part 2 of today's Live on Friday. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. You know, these phones are so sensitive, and I unfortunately, when I turned my camera around, I just barely touched my phone screen with my hand and cut us off. Oh gosh. Sorry, things happen, right? It's live. It's live. I am sorry, you guys. I'm going to wait a couple of seconds so you can find me. My bad. While you are jumping on and trying to find me, I want to show you the products for the Nature Walk class that I shared with you that I'm doing the end of February. These are, you know what? Hold on. You're going to get seasick. I'm going to raise this up a bit. And then I have to make an adjustment. Hold on. There, I think that might be a little bit better. Oh, gosh. Yep. It's always a learning curve, isn't it? Hey, welcome back. Yeah, we're back. Sorry. Big hands. Yep. I did it. My bad. I'm sorry. Anyhow, Nature Walk class. This is the products that we are going to be using. So this is a bundle, a stamp set and dies. You do not get the stamp sets and dies in class. What you do receive is a package of the embellishment, a package of this cardstock, a full package of the ribbon, and a package of this DSP. So you have lots of leftovers to take home. So if this is a suite of products that you do not have, the bundle, if you do not have the bundle might be something you want me to add on when you register for class. That way, when you come to class, you can pick up, actually, you get to order for yourself now. Wow, Kristen is going way back. Woohoo! You can order the bundle and have it so that you have all the things to use when you get home. Okay. See, I disconnected us, and so then I get nervous, right? And then I forget what I'm saying, what I'm doing. So if I can do this, you guys can do this. Okay, today's projects, I am going to be showcasing the Made with Love bundle. Now, just FYI, the bundle is currently unavailable. They are anticipating the stamps being back in the week of January 26th. Yep, which means it's going to cut it close for Valentine's. So if you did not get this, pay attention. Yes, it could come in sooner. That is their projected date. The DSP was out for a while, and they did not anticipate that coming until next week. But guess what? They got their shipment in already. So pay attention, because this could be gone extremely fast as well. So there's DSP, there's an embossing folder, there's some embellishments, ribbon, bags, and of course the bundle. So I'm going to showcase this because February's coming fast and furious. It's going to be gone, and I don't want to wait. So maybe you'll fall in love with this stuff and want to order it and keep an eye on that before it comes in. So this is the ribbon. It is, what, 1/4 of an inch? No, I'm sorry. It's 1/8 of an inch. And it is very pliable, very flexible. It's super easy to tie bows with, so it's not really bulky. And it is bubble bath pink in color. So I love that. It is soft pink. So that is the ribbon. Then in the bundle are these, the loose Valentine gems. There are hearts in here, there's lips in here, there's envelopes in here, there is a bunch. There's like little confetti pieces in here as well. So you can make shaker cards or do all kinds of things with these, right? And you get a bunch of them, nice and full. Okay, then in the bundle is this. Here is the dies. These are what the dies look like. Love these. And then these are the stamps. So, yeah, I love this stuff. Then there is, oh shoot, Kristen's making a mess. There is this embossing folder. Love this as well. And now let's take a quick peek at the DSP. It is 12 by 12 DSP, and of course our DSP is double-sided. So you get 2 of 6, right, 2 of 6 of each, no, 2 sheets of each of these. So you've got 1 of each side if you wish. Oh my gosh, say that 10 times fast. My brain is not computing today. I think it's frozen outside with the tundra here in Michigan. One of the other stamp sets that is offered in our catalog is this one. It is called Love Story. And this one was designed for our Valentine scrapbooking. But if you look at it, the fonts are the same. So you can incorporate these stamps with these stamps and dies. And now you've got twice as many ideas, right? And I am going to be using one of the stamps from here today for one of our projects. In addition to these, I brought in these. I'm going to be using a square for one of our cards and a circle for another card. Okay, so those are the items we are going to be using today. Okay, so card number 1. We are starting with a piece of Flirty Flamingo. It measures 4 1/4 by 11. You're going to score it at 5 1/2. Then you want to line up the corners of your card, take a bone folder, and burnish. Okay, so it lays nice and flat. I have 3 projects that I'm doing with you today, but don't go anywhere because I have 5 more cards to share with you afterwards. Okay, so again, this is Flirty Flamingo, 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. Our next piece is 4 by 5 1/4. This is the liner to the inside of our card. Then I needed another piece of basic white that was 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So it's a little bit bigger. I'll show you. It's just a little bit bigger than the inside of the card. Okay, so that's how you can tell. The smaller one, I'm sorry. The bigger one goes on the outside. The smaller one goes on the inside. Oh my gosh. Good luck with me today, guys. Then we're going to need our DSP. I cut one of them at 1/2 inch by 4 inches. Then I cut this same pattern at 1 3/4 by 4. Then I cut another piece of DSP the same size, 1 3/4 by 4. And then I cut a piece of Flirty Flamingo that is 1/4 inch by 4 1/8. And then I have some scraps that I needed to die cut. And so I took a piece of Poppy Parade, a piece of Flirty Flamingo, and a piece of white. All of these measure 2 by 2 1/2 to do my die cutting. And I went ahead and die cut and glued these pieces together so you wouldn't have to watch me do all that. So as you can see here, there's the die cut and the glued pieces all together, okay? So now let's put our card together. So let's pull out our inside piece, making sure I grab the right one. Yes, the 4 by 5 1/4. I am going to take my adhesive and my 1/2 inch by 4 inch DSP. Put some adhesive on the back, and that is going to go at the bottom. This is the liner to my card, and so now this is going to get adhesive on the back. And then this, I have a hair, and I think I think I just got it. It was stuck in my ring. Nope, it's still there. It's stuck in my ring, so it's driving me nuts. Okay, this is gonna go here, like so. Now, this piece, I am going to take this one, put adhesive on here. This is going to go up toward the top, and you want approximately 3 equal borders, and it's just a very small border. Then I'm going to take my second piece of DSP, put adhesive on there, and this one is going to go on again with a very small gap. Oops, jeez, then I knocked the camera. Good Lord. Now I'm going to take a piece of that 1/4 inch Flirty Flamingo, and this is going to go across here, butted right up against the DSP. There we go. Okay, now I need my ink, and I am going to use Flirty Flamingo. That is the same color as the cardstock that I'm using. I'm going to lay this on here. I'm going to ink up my stamp and stamp my greeting over here to the side, like so. Okay. And now I am going to put adhesive on the back of this. This is going to go on our card front. Again, it's just a small border. And now we are going to put on our circles that I have prepped ahead of time. One there, one there. Put adhesive on our last circle. This is going to go down here. And then one more thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to dig out one of my gems and put a little dot right there of adhesive. And then I'm going to grab my take your pick tool. Make sure my gem that I'm going to use is the right direction. And I'm going to put that down right there. Then you want to make sure you leave that alone until it dries. Yes, my adhesive squeezed out of it a little bit, but that's okay. Just leave it alone. It'll dry clear. So there is card number 1. What do you think? Cute, huh? There's the inside, and there is the outside. All right, card number 2. We are going to be using a piece of Real Red cardstock. This one measures 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Okay. Burnish. There is that. Then I need a piece of basic white, 4 by 5 1/4 for the inside. I need a piece of strawberry slush, 5 1/4 by 4. Then I needed DSP, that is 1 inch by 4 1/2 inch by 4. And then I took a piece of Bubble Bath that is 3 1/2 by 2 1/4, 2 1/4, because I'm going to use it for die cutting, both now and for the next card, and I went ahead and die cut that. Then I took a piece of basic black that was 1 inch by 3 1/4 and die cut our arrow. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set those aside for now. I'm going to bring in my Stampin' mat, and I'm going to grab strawberry slush. This was strawberry slush. I don't know if I said that. So if I did not, I am sorry. This is 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to take our hearts from the I Adore You, by the way, came from that stamp set that I said that coordinates. This one is from the bundle. And so we're going to do this, and we're going to do that. So even though it is strawberry slush ink on strawberry slush cardstock, you can still read it, right? And then I'm going to bring in my hearts, and I'm going to bring in our Real Red ink, and I grabbed the word loved out of the stamp set, and we're stamping that right there. Okay, now we are ready to put this together. Okay, so let's bring in our pieces. Again, my 1/2 inch by 4 inch piece of DSP. Put adhesive on here. Again, this is going to go down here at the bottom, making sure I have it the right direction. Some of the paper is directional, so that means you want to pay attention to it so you've got your pattern going the correct direction. So, hey, kudos to Kristen, right? The way we started out, and oh my gosh, I actually did it right. Ay, ay, ay. So this is now going to go in here like so. Then this one, I am going to take my DSP that is 1 inch by 4 inches. Put adhesive on here. Oh, and if you're joining me live, welcome. Hello. Let me see if I can find who's here. Sharon and Jenna and Dawn. Hi, guys. Sorry for the rough start today. Don't get in my boat. Just saying. Okay, so this is going to go across here. And now this one is going to go across here. I want it at a slight angle if I can, like this. And I am going to actually use a piece of tear and tape to hold this in place at a diagonal. There we go. Okay, and now this is going to go on here with dimensionals. And so let's put a few dimensionals on here. And then this is going to go on here, right there. And then this is going to get adhesive on the back of here. And then this is going to go on here like so. And let's do, I am going to do dig some of these out. We are going to do 2 pink and a white. So I am going to do, no, actually I'm changing my mind because I can. I decided I wanted to put it in a different spot because I didn't like how it went the first time. So 1 there, and then we'll do 1 down here. So just a little dab of glue. Grab our embellishments. 1 there. Again, if it squeezes out around it, just leave it alone. It'll dry clear. And there we go. There is card number 2. What do you think? You like it? Alrighty. Card number 3. Here we go. This card is a piece of bubble bath. It is 5.5 by 8.5 scored at 4 1/4. Line up the corners. Okay. Burnish. Okay. Then for this one, we need a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 basic white for the inside of our card. So there's that. I need a piece of real red. This one measures 3.5 by 4 3/4. Then I need a piece of bubble bath that is 3 3/8 by 4 5/8, and I ran this one through my cut and emboss machine and embossed it with that embossing folder. Then I took a piece of DSP that's 4 inches by 1/2 inch, cut that same pattern of DSP that is 1 3/4 by 4 inches. Then I took another piece of DSP that is 2 1/4 by 2 1/4 and used a die from the die, the same size one that I used on the last card, and cut out a heart out of the DSP. Then the Stylish Shapes dies, which I used the circle on the first card. This time I used the square and took a 2 1/4 by 2 1/4 inch piece of white and cut it out. And then the die from this bundle, that is the banner, I took a piece of bubble bath and cut it out. And then I also went ahead and tied a bow out of the bubble bath ribbon. Okay, and so I am going to be using Real Red ink for this one on my bubble bath, and I grabbed out of the stamp set the greeting that says hugs and kisses. And so I'm looking down through my stamp and my block, and stamping our greeting. And there we go. That's it for the stamping. See, easy peasy today. Okay, so let's bring in all of our pieces and start assembling. So I'm going to take this DSP and put adhesive on the back of this. And then this is going to go down at the bottom of the liner. Oh my gosh, I totally cut that wrong. Yep, I sure did. But you know what? It's all good. We are just going to move it over and make it look like it's supposed to. Oh boy. Yeah, that's how I roll today. It's all right. It's all right. Okay, so put adhesive on here. Open the card up, and this is going to go on the inside. See, it turned out cute still. It's all good. I always tell my card makers, my students, there are no mistakes. There's only unexpected masterpieces. You adapt, improvise, and overcome, right? Right. So now I'm taking my embossed bubble bath piece and putting it on that real red cardstock that was 1/8 of an inch different in size. Okay, now I'm going to flip this one over. This one is getting adhesive on the back. And then this is going to get centered on the front of our card, like so. Then our 1 3/4 by 4 inch piece, I'm going to put adhesive here just like in the middle because it is going to hang over this piece. And so this is going to go down here. So you want to look at your bubble bath and see if you have equal borders on each side of it. So that's going to go down there. Now I am going to take my heart that I die cut and putting adhesive on the back of it. This is going to go in my square. And it just barely goes in. Okay, and it's okay. There we go. Then I'm going to flip this over, put adhesive on the, oh, yikes. It's all good. Gotta love the glass mat. It's all cleanable. This is going to go right about here. Like so. Then this is going to go up on dimensionals. One there, one there. And then this is going to go across here, like so. Then I need a glue dot for my bow. And so we need to pick up the glue dot and the bow. It is going to go over here. I need to give my ribbon a little bit of a trim, like so. And now I want some of our gems. And so I am going to bring in, let's see, I want one, where are they? My goodness. Nope. I can't get them out. Let's see if we can get them out with this. There's a second one. And one more. I'm grabbing the lips. And so this now, we need very, very little, and little dab. I'm at the end of this bottle, glue bottle, so the glue ends up coming out a little bit faster than I prefer. It's part of my problem. So I gotta make sure I like the side. There's one. Yep. There's two. Whoop. Come on. And there is three. Up. Gotta slide that up a bit. See, it takes this adhesive just a little bit for it to dry, but you've got time to get everything where you want it then, right? Okay, there we go. What do you think? Hopefully you liked the cards. Thank you so much for bearing with me today. My goodness. Didn't know it was going to be a comedy show today, huh? Let's bring in our cards that we did today, and then I will show you the rest of them that I have. So here's card number 1, here's card number 2, and card number 3. I hope you like these. Let's look at a couple more. We did this one in class the other day. And they liked it. Very simple yet cute, using the embossing folder, the 2 different sized hearts in the dies, and again that banner. And then this time we used our red and white twine. Then my friend Dawn used the stamp set, and she created these 4 cards. So thank you, Dawn. I love these. Here's this one. It's a fun fold card. And then there is this one using the postage, the perennial postage, maybe it's called, dies to die cut that one out. And then we have this one. And then we have this one. So I hope you've enjoyed these cards that I've shared with you today. Thank you for sticking with me. I appreciate you so much. And I will be on next Friday with another Live on Friday at 2 o'clock here in the Create with Love Stampin' Studio. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.